Okay, everyone. So in this recording, I'm just quickly going to show you how to set up your laptop or Windows machine with Anaconda and VS Code for practicing all the LLM programs or the Gen AI programs or the agentic AI programs. So as of now, I'm working on Windows 11 machine. So first thing first, I'll be installing Anaconda. So this link has been already provided to you all. You need to click on download. It will download the software. Parallelly, what I will do is I will also download the VS Code. So I will say here, let's say Visual Studio Code. So it will take me to this website, code.visualstudio.com. I'll simply download it as it is. So blindly, I'm just downloading it. So Windows machine, I can just simply, like I will go for this one, user installer. So this will start the VS Code download also, as you can see here. Okay. So for your convenience, what I will do is I will also provide you this both setup files for your reference. Okay, so looks like now VS Code is also getting downloaded quickly. Anaconda is almost downloaded, waiting for the confirmation. So right now, if I go to my downloads folder, I'll find my applications, both the applications here. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. I guess the browser should confirm quickly. Yeah. So as you can see here, both of the things are downloaded. So first thing first, I will install Anaconda. So I double click. So you need to install at the user level. Maybe you will require the admin rights in your machine and all. So I'll just quickly show you here. Based on this behavior, only will do it. Okay, simple Anaconda installer. I'll just click on next. I agree. So for now, I'll just, you can say all users also. For now, I'll just say just me. And yeah, this is the location of installing Anaconda. So space required is around 5.2 GB for Anaconda, as you can see here. I click on next. Now this is where often people make mistakes. So maybe some of you might say that Anaconda is installed Surgery, but in VS Code I can't detect Anaconda. One of the common issue is because you haven't added these path. So I will add these path. Okay, so technically I'm checking all the options here. This includes even clear package cache and all. So I click on install. So this will install the same way, the normal software installation. There's nothing different here. So this may take approximately 5 minutes max, not more than that, depending on your computer speed. Once Anaconda is installed, we'll install the VS Code also. So after all the setup, you can see it's installing the base environment. So this is the base environment I was talking about. You know that bracket base. This is what I was talking about. So when you install Anaconda, by default, the base environment will be configured. Maybe another 2 minutes and this will be completed. And yeah, there's a possibility, yeah, depending on OS updates and all, there's a possibility that the system may request for a restart. So if it requests for the restart, kindly restart your machine. Okay. All these things are happening automatically. It's a part of the installation. No need to panic if you opens the command prompt or something. Now, all these things depends on the speed of your computer, okay? My system is little outdated, but yeah, this will approximately, the complete setup approximately must not take more than 5 minutes. Here you go. So as you can see, the setup is completed. I can simply click on next. And for now, I'll just say here is asking everything you love is available on cloud and all. So I don't need it, but still I click on next. And right now I will not launch anything. Okay. I'll just untick these two and I click on finish. That's it. So in my case, he didn't ask for a restart. For some users, depending on the system configurations, it may ask for a restart. If it asks for the restart, simply restart and then continue the next step. The next step is to install VS Code. So I will just double click here. This will start the installation of VS Code. So I accept the agreement. So here you go. Desktop icon maybe, not a problem. This will install the VS Code, it's normal software installation, nothing new here. Here you go. Now here, you can directly launch the Visual Studio Code, okay? So I'll just click finish. The moment I click finish, it will launch the VS Code. Here you go. Now, after launching the VS Code, I'll just close this for now. And we'll just create a folder in which we'll be adding all the codes we'll be working on project. So what I will do here is, first thing first, I will go to my, let's say I will create it in documents. Just example purpose. I'll go to documents. I create a folder. Let's call this folder as, let's say, anything. Let's say agentic AI. Okay. Now, once you're inside the folder, I'll do one thing. I'll close this VS Code. Once you're inside the folder, as you can see here you will type CMD. Remember, you're typing it in the address bar. So this will see a open command prompt on the present working folder. That is agentic AI practice. Inside this, you can type code space dot. This will start VS Code with this folder as the present working directory. So as you can see here on the left hand side, you can see the folder. It's asking the question, do you trust the authors of the file? I'll say yes, because I myself created it. And now, after doing this, the next step what you need to do is you need to create a terminal and you need to create environment. So to open the terminal, I'll click on terminal, new terminal. Now remember one important point. Whenever you open terminal by default, it will open PS, PowerShell, as you can see here. Here it's written as PS. Remember, we should not work on PowerShell. We should work on CMD, command prompt. So for that, click on this arrow. And here select command prompt. When you do that, by default CMD will be here. And by default PowerShell, you can see, I can just kill this. Now here, just type Conda and check if Conda is working or not. I type Conda, press enter. If the command is working, as you can see here, everything is looking good. Now you might ask, Prashant, where is base and all? Don't worry about that for 2 minutes. Let's first create an environment. So create an environment. I will simply type the command conda create -p, let's say langchain env. I will say python equals 3.11.13. So this will, I'm expecting him to create a new environment. So basically remember, -p means the environment will be inside a folder called langchain env. And this folder will be physically created inside agentic practice, agentic AI practice. Right now you can see here, my folder is empty. The moment I press enter here, it will actually create the environment folder. So I'll just wait for him to complete the setup. Once again, subject to your internet speed and everything, this process will take its time because he will be fetching the data from internet. Please note here we have enforced Python version also as per the request. So whenever I'll be giving you any package file, request file and all, there I will be mentioning which environment, which Python version, which software versions you should work with. Okay, so he's given the list. Just ensure Python selected is Python 3.11.13 as I highlighted here. I'll just say Y, proceed Y, enter. So you can see it will download all the packages required. And within a minute, if you check here also, within some time you will see the folder also will be visible. So I'll just show you that. See here, the folder is visible. Here also you can see almost the command is being completed. And that's it. So my environment is created here. Now to activate the environment, I will simply use here this command, conda activate langchain env. So I'll just copy this command, Control C. Here I will simply do Control V. Let me close this and then I press enter. So this should activate my environment. As you can see on the bracket now, you can see the environment name came. Okay, so till here everything is fine. Your environment is being created, your environment is being activated. After you activate the environment, you can create a Jupyter notebook for testing. So for example, I will click on this icon, new file. I'll call this as test.ipynb. Right now we are creating a Jupyter notebook. So I press enter. So this will create a Jupyter notebook. Now remember, initially we need to connect our notebook to a kernel or to an environment. So we already created an environment called LangChain env. Remember that? So what I will do here is, first of all, I click on the code icon. Okay, if I click on code here, I can write the code. Let's say 2 plus 3, a simple Python code for addition. But before I execute this code, I select the kernel by clicking on select kernel. Now he's asking me, remember this is a fresh setup, right? He's asking me, installer enable suggested extension, Python plus Jupyter. I simply click on this, so it will do the required needful stuff. Can you see below? It's installing the extension. So for the first time users, all this installation will be done by default by VSCode for you. So let him do the required installation. It will take hardly 3 minutes. Okay, Jupyter installation done. Python extension is now getting installed. Let the IDE take care of itself. Always remember that. Microsoft have prepared a very good IDE which can self-heal also. If there is any corruption, it will self-heal. So let him take care of itself. We'll just simply give positivity to him. See here, the moment Python environments are done, you can see now I'm getting choose the Python environment. Let's assume you don't even see this. Let's say I'm here. I just removed it deliberately. If I click on select kernel now, can you see? He's asking me select the Python environment. I click on Python environment and see here, LangChain env, the one which we have prepared, is visible here. I click on this. So you can see here right now this Jupyter is connected to my environment. So if I execute this now can you see here connecting to kernel and all, everything is happening. So now he's asking me, it requires a package called ipykernel to execute it in the cell. No problem, be very positive, click on install. So this installation may take approximately, once again, 3 to 4 minutes depending on your internet speed. And once this is installed, you will see the program will execute 2 plus 3. You will get output as 5 here. We'll just confirm that. We'll wait for that. Okay, so as you can see, the moment ipykernel is installed, it have executed the code. So this is the way you need to set up your environment, everybody. And later in the class, once I start giving you source codes, once I start giving you environment requirement or TXTs, you will be installing requirement or TXT inside this LangChain env. So whenever you get a requirement or TXT, hypothetically, I'll just create one requirements.txt here. Let's say requirements.txt. So here basically there will be list of softwares, for example, I'll just type here LangChain. For just example purpose, I'm putting it here. So there will be a list of tools. In fact, let me do one thing. Let me get the requirement.txt from my Google Drive. I'll just pause this video for 1 minute. Okay. So I have downloaded the requirement.txt. Let me just delete this one rather than going with the dummy requirement. Why not to directly show you? So let me just paste it. So this is the requirement.txt you may get from me, either from Google Drive or whatever portal we are working on. So once you have the requirement.txt, after creating the environment in the terminal, pay attention, you need to do these steps in the terminal. So let's say if you have closed the terminal, you need to open the terminal again and ensure you are in the CMD. Remember that, not in PowerShell. So here you can type pip install -r requirements.txt. Always ensure you're in the correct working directory, because inside the directory I have maintained requirement.txt, as you can see here. And then you can just press enter. So it will download all the dependencies required to practice LangChain. In this case, this is the requirement for the LangChain and LangGraph. So depending on your internet speed, it will download all the packages, as you can see here. And this may take around 10 minutes max. So this will do all the installations, dependency check, everything. You need not worry about anything. Okay. Okay, looks like everything is installed. After installation, you can simply check here whether LangChain and all is importing and all if you want in the demo itself. So import, can you see LangChain? Everything is coming up now. If I execute it, everything looking good. If I say LangChain dot underscore underscore version, yeah, everything is looking good, everybody. So this is how you need to set up your machine. So next time, whenever I will be providing you any Jupyter notebook, you will upload the Jupyter notebook or you will download it in this folder, that is Agentic AI Practice, and then you will come back to your IDE, select that file and start executing. Or if you have been given any assignment, you will create a new notebook by clicking on this new file. So you will create a notebook, let's say assignment 1.ipynb. Remember the extension ipynb. And inside this, you select the kernel, that is LangChain env, and start working on the task. Okay. So all the very best. Enjoy learning Agentic AI. Thank you. Execution done.